It was a bad day at Black Rock for the Oklahoma Sooners, and Black Rock is the Cotton Bowl. I'm Barry Trammell. OU writer Ryan Aber is next. And Ryan, Sooners played bad early, and it didn't get a whole lot better. They lose 24-17, and we could see trouble from the start.
Yeah, no doubt about it. On really both sides of the ball, Oklahoma's offensive line really struggled to protect Baker Mayfield, especially really early in this game. And their defense took a long time to figure out an answer for Gerard Hurd. They figured out a little bit of an answer there in the middle of the game, then it came back to them in the fourth quarter.
First quarter, Sooners get down 14-0. Long touchdown drive by Texas, then the game's only turnover. Kickoff returner Alex Ross fumbles, sets up a short Texas touchdown drive, 14-0 hole. And if the Oklahoma offense is clicking, then you don't think that's too big. But the way it turned out, it was too big of a hole.
Yeah, it really was. They couldn't get anything going on the ground all day. I believe they finished with 67 yards rushing. And it took Baker Mayfield and the offensive line, the protection, a while to figure things out. They finally inserted Dimitri Flowers in there a little bit more in the second half as an extra blocker that they were lacking early in the game. And Texas was bringing a corner blitz pretty consistently, made some big plays on that, big sacks early in the first half. They had 4 before halftime, and then late in the game, another big corner blitz that leads to a huge loss for Baker Mayfield, for the Sooners. They had to punt, and then the defense struggled to get them another chance.
You know, this Texas offense, the Sooners did figure them out some in the middle part of the game, but a couple of bad signs late second quarter. Texas able to run out the clock of the first half with just a ground chunking it out. And then in the third quarter, an 7-minute touchdown drive for Texas that really took it to a field goal, but it was a 7-minute drive, and that all of a sudden shortened the game, put the Sooners in a big hole. And really, the truth of the matter is, what we're really saying is Texas was the better team today. It's just that clear. For the duration of the season, no. But today, Texas was the better team.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And for Texas to just grind the ball on the ground they did was pretty unbelievable. How good OU has been over the last couple of years against the run. It was brutal today. I mean, Texas ran for more than 300 yards. They had no intention of passing. Everybody knew what was going to happen. It was either going to be Hurd or Foreman or Gray or even Tyrone Swoopes when he was in there. There wasn't any deception about it. It was just they were going to run the football, and OU couldn't stop it.
Well, it's, of course, a despondent OU locker room. Let's go hear what the Sooners had to say.
Obviously disappointed. Didn't feel like we talk about making improvement as we go through the year. And didn't feel, again, give Texas the credit. We didn't, they ran through some of our tackles and out-leveraged us at different points on defense. Offensively, got pressure to us really all day, whether they're blitzing or not. And we weren't able to run the football very effectively. So all in all, they kicked us and won the football game. And there's not much else to say about it.
We kept stopping ourselves all game long. What we had was there. We didn't execute early on, and so the plays that we did spring open and busted loose, those were just basic plays. It was nothing unusual or special for their game plan. It was just we were doing the basic things that we need to do, and we weren't doing that early on.
We did the same thing that we've been practicing and how we've been playing. They just did a great job covering us, like Coach said, and they just flat out beat us. They were a more physical team today.
I definitely don't think it was a lack of focus, or definitely did not underestimate them at all. We talked about it as a group on Monday, and we addressed it all week. They were a much more talented and capable team in their record, and we didn't come in here with a mentality that we were going to push them around, but we just didn't execute early. They brought some different stuff, and we needed to do a better job picking it up. And they just physically beat us in the run game, and we came into it with the mentality that we needed to run the ball and control the line of scrimmage, and obviously we didn't do that. And that's sort of where our problems came from, not being able to control the line of scrimmage and then getting in second and third and longs, allowing them to tee off on us in their pass rush and their blitzes.
Much to think about. We knew we had to contain him all day. Really, both of them really move around well and run around. So that's how we, practice all week, keeping them in the pocket, not losing contain. But we didn't do a good job of that today. But I thought, we executed well in practice. Just coming out Saturday, we kind of lacked that.
But it was a total team effort, and it was just so fun to watch how it just came together. And we needed this. We just needed it. You watch, you know, we go to Notre Dame, don't play well. We go beat Rice, and we play well to 2, and we lose it. And then we go last week and just look god-awful. And I'm just so proud. And this is a group. I think they said they didn't want to see me get fired, so they was going to step up and play for me today.
And so now the Sooners resume their championship hopes, but in a diminished capacity. Next Saturday at Kansas State, the national title race certainly in jeopardy. The Big 12 title race in jeopardy. The Sooners did not look like a title team today.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, this team has a lot of problems. You know, we saw the secondary exposed against Tulsa a couple weeks ago, and now it was the run defense. Their offensive line hasn't been very good all year, although we thought that they played better against West Virginia. Well, I don't know, maybe West Virginia's front seven just wasn't that good to begin with. But Josiah St. John had a tell. They could tell whether he was going to run or pass early in this game. They got that figured out. But a lot of issues, and none bigger than not being able to get the run game going, whether it's that offensive line, whether it's Samaje Perine and Joe Mixon. They better figure this out moving forward as they get not only K-State next week, who always seems to be dangerous for them, but obviously TCU and Baylor down the road.
Well, Kansas State will be the next opponent for the Sooners. Maybe at KSU can help be the tonic to get Oklahoma back on track. From the Cotton Bowl, I'm Barry Trammell, Ryan Aber. Stay tuned for further OU football coverage here on News OK and every day in the Oklahoman.